Hey guys, Immersed here, and welcome to Twin Peaks on a Frost Mage. This is one of my very first games as a Frost Mage, so I thought I would record it and throw it out there. As a Frost Mage after the patch, that is. Alright, so let's just jump right into gameplay. The Hunter I'm attacking right now is a very exceptional player. He does a lot of damage and he's quite geared, so I'm going to go for him first, and I'm just going to basically cast my Frostbolt because I'm expecting a trap coming up right there, so I move to the right, letting my Water Elemental take it, get my Frost Bomb up on the Hunter, continue with my Frostbolt, wait for a Fingers of Frost proc. I use my Ice Lance there. I see I have a Arcane Mage spamming Arcane Blast on me, so that's very dangerous. I get a Frost Firebolt out there, followed by Frost Bomb just as it teleports away. And right there, 31,000 Frost Bomb for the finisher. I now see this Hunter, so I'm just going to switch to that. And in this game, I'm not really, at this point in the game anyway, I'm not really concentrating on the flag. I'm more just kind of feeling my Mage out a little bit and seeing how he plays, and his strength, his weaknesses is Frost, so I'm just going to keep going and kill for now. So what you're going to see me do a lot is I'll shatter someone, like I'll Frost Nova them, I will, you know, freeze them with my Water Elementals freeze, and I will switch right to them and get a Frostbolt and Ice Lance off. And the reason, especially when I deep freeze them, the reason I try and get an Ice Lance and a Frostbolt off as quickly as I can is if he trinkets after the first Frostbolt and I'm in the middle of casting another one, there goes a crit to waste. So what I try to do is I try and get a Frostbolt out and an Ice Lance, so the Ice Lance will crit for close to 20 to 30,000 depending on the player's gear and depending on my gear at the time. So that is why I do that. And you know, unless I see a trinket and I catch him in a deep freeze, I get, you know, 2 or 3 Frostbolts off depending on my haste at the time and my cooldowns at the time. And then I kind of carry on from there. Alright, so right here I'm just basically cleaning up the enemy team with my team. And I'm just attacking this Mage, we're going to finish it up, and then we're going to start playing a little bit more what the game's about, and we're going to go right into getting the flag back and playing a little bit, not too much, but a little bit more objective oriented early on in this game. Okay, so we're going to cut here. We just went in the base, we're about to get our flag back, so I see there's a Druid out of form. I'm going to just take a wild guess that it is Resto, and I was right. I'm going to get Fingers of Frost. I'm going to try and stay up here, but I can't, so I get my Time Warp up, I get my Icy Veins up, I get a Deep Freeze up on the Druid, and it just gets annihilated. This is one of the most awesome things about Frost Mages. The minute you're caught in that Deep Freeze and you can't get out of it, you're really messed up. So I keep rolling, and I get 2 Ice Lance crits up on this Feral Druid, continue with my Frostbolt. And what I'm doing right here, the reason I'm not attacking the Death Knight holding the flag is I basically just want all of his support down, all of his teammates down, so if a healer does run in, it won't be able to save 4 or 5 people, it'll just be able to save 1 guy, and then the players that are attacking the flag carrier can then switch to the healer, kill that, and get right back on the one single target Death Knight. So there is a Shadow Priest up there, quite annoying, just kind of trying to attack me. I'm not going to pay it any heed until this Death Knight's dead. Now I start, you know, I'm like, alright, well, you attack me, you gotta deal with it now. So I got a Frost Bomb up. That does a lot of damage and slows the target, so that's very, very good. I get my Elementals freeze up. And right here I'm gonna get a Deep Freeze, and we're gonna finish it. It didn't back up in time, and we ended up getting a killing blow. So, on the way out, that Holy Plague, the Holy Plague, grab the flag rather, so I noticed the flag is not heavily guarded right here, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump on this Red Pally, catch him in a Deep Freeze, try and fake a bubble if he doesn't know any better, or if I catch him by surprise and he does bubble out of panic mode, the flag will drop and I'll be ready right there. So I'm just going to keep going, and this Shadow Priest is back, trying to get revenge on me, but I'm not going to really have that. I'm going to go right into attacking it. Getting a 15,000 normal Frostbolt crit right there. Not too shabby. Okay, gonna get my Elementals freeze out there. Looking for a Deep Freeze, and I do catch it for a second, and getting the Ice Lances out just to finish it off. Waiting for the dispersion to disperse, no pun intended. Alright, let's continue. Again, they grab our flag right after we returned it. So right here I see the Feral Druid has it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get it in a Deep Freeze. Right there, and we are just going to absolutely destroy this. getting really close, closer than the melee DPS, because we're good mages and we know that, especially if we know we can kill the flag carrier, there's no point being 40 to 50 yards away or 30 yards away. It's really good to be right on top of that. Save your blink for getaway. So here's the Shadow Priest again, so I'm just going to go ahead and kill it one more time. And for some reason it just popped up everywhere. So we're going to get a few crits on it. Going to get our counterspell up there so it can heal at this health. Going to continue frostbolting it. And going to finish it off right here. Not too bad. Alright, so what just happened, and I cut because there was just a lot of walking time. They had our flag mid-map. I was the one closest to their base. I don't 100% agree with Clothy's grabbing the flag, but if there is a Clothy to grab it, Frost Mage is definitely a good choice. So I decided I went to get the flag, got it back to the base, no problem. So I used my Illusion Minor Glyph to turn into my healer here, and we're just going to carry on, and we're going to attack this mage who did a premature ice block. I'm not quite sure why. So this shaman runs in, and you know, I get a lot of damage right here, but my healer did an absolute fantastic job keeping me up here. And I really thought I was going to go down, but look at my health right now, getting a lot of damage, My healer doing an absolutely amazing job keeping me up. So we're just going to go on and do as much damage as we can to anybody around us, catching the center in a deep freeze, not doing so much damage to it, couldn't really crit, probably high resilience, something like that. So we are still going to stick on that hunter. We did some damage to it, we're going to see it all the way through. Get a few ice lances out there, get a frost bomb out there, doing a lot of damage to everybody within this vicinity. So the hunter does go away, and what happens, I do cut it in a minute here, but I go around the corner, the pet's standing in the corner, and I get a cone of cold for the killing blow, so that was rather funny, but that was just a big long AFK session, so I thought I'd just cut that. So I'm just going to finish this mage here. Now, as you can see, I'm down here waiting. Why I changed tack to move upstairs is because 3 or 4 of our teammates went in and they got wiped. So what that tells me is they have heavily guarded defense, and I want a little bit more maneuverability. I don't want to, as you can see right here, they expected me to be here. I would have had a rep pally and that hunter on me, and that just would not have been good. So instead, I was up here, I was safe. That frost mage, or sorry, fire mage down there is dealing with them very, very nicely. My healer is healing them, and I'm up here nice and comfy and cozy, not getting any damage. So it's always good, especially if you don't have healers in the game on either side, or if you don't have healers on your side, always try and mix it up. Try to keep them guessing, and Worse and Gulch is a very, very good strategy. You can hide in corners, and you can hide on the second floor and stuff like that. So that's very, very good. Twin Peaks, there's a door basically on the ground level, and you can hide behind that, and that'll really keep them guessing too. But once they figure out, especially a seasoned player will know where your hiding spots are. So right here I catch the mage in a deep freeze. I was expecting a blink into me so I could Frost Nova, so I do get counterspelled here. I'm just going to LOS him, and he's just going to go ahead and jump off here and get finished off by one of our mages down there, so that's not a problem. He is going to try and evocate heal, but at that time he gets deep frozen and counterspelled, and the mage finishes him. So right here I do see the stealth hunter come up. I get a blizzard off in case there's a rogue or anything nearby. Also, so I go to the hunter, I get my time warp up, and I just start DPSing the hunter down, getting a deep freeze up, getting a lot of frost bolts up, 18,000. Very, very geared hunter, so I'm very happy with that crit. Going right back on this arcane mage here. I know arcane, doesn't matter how geared they are, arcane is very, very dangerous. As you can see, that little gnome helped me out, chunked that mage, so that was very, very good. Gonna go up here, and as you can see, these two people still did not know that I was up here, or they decided to just take a different route. Personally, I would have come up the middle, but and get up here quicker, but for some reason they're fighting people who don't necessarily 100% matter down there, especially if they run all the way up. I could just easily jump down and start kiting. Alright, so I'm just going to finish off this Ret Paladin here. Alright, again, just cutting a little bit of a non-action sequence. So I'm going to get my Elementals freeze up right here, catch him in a deep freeze, get a Frostbolt with Ice Lance out there, followed up by another Ice Lance, just getting as much damage as I can up on him. I'm going to polymorph his pet, especially the monkey. It's a very, very, very lethal PvP pet with that 4-second stun. And, you know, you just want to get that done as quickly as you can. So I'm going to go ahead. I saw the enemy flag carrier right there went down, and we capped it. So 2-0, 7 minutes left. So I'm just going to finish off this hunter, go right back to the shaman and getting one lovely crit on it because there was a mage here that basically deep pros it, so that was very, very good. I decided to stay here. There's no point running out. There's people in your flag room. They're going to pick up the flag eventually. You got to wipe them out, in my opinion. It's just the logical thing to do, rather. So I see these two mages up here are bursting my teammates, so I'm going to go ahead and jump on this Blood Elf mage first. Get my Frostbomb out, doing a lot of damage, especially if he LOSs me. It seems like this mage had like 100, you know... Wow, I can't believe I forgot the name of the spell. The Ice Cube, I usually call it too. Oh my god, I can't... Where he becomes invulnerable. I can't believe I forgot the spell. Anyway, so getting that Resto Druid down. Ice Block, that's what it's called. Okay, sorry. Had a little bit of brain fart there, no problem. It's pretty late here, so forgive me for that one. So that mage really seemed like he had like 100 ice blocks, and we're going to go right back on that mage, getting him down. I see that hunter that I haven't seen in the game before, so I'm going to decide to switch to him. See what his damage intake is like. And it was pretty decent, but he decided to just pop to Tina, so I'm going to switch to the mage. There's no point attacking a vulnerable target. And that's where we win. Main damage, 11 killing blows, 0 deaths, 41 kills rather. If you liked it, subscribe, like, and comment. And as always, happy hunting. Thank you guys very much.